This is what happens when you forget your Blackstone all winter long. Crusty, rusty, and just plain sad. But don't worry, we're about to bring this back to life. Trust me, the transformation is going to be chef's kiss. So stick around because at the end of this video, we're going to bring your griddle from disgusting to griddle ready. Let's do this. When it comes to restoring your Blackstone, there's 4 steps. Step 1 is to scrape. Use a metal scraper or a Blackstone scraper and get aggressive. Get really into there. Remove all little bits and pieces of food particles and anything that's built up. Don't worry about scratching the surface. It can handle it, trust me. Just get in there with some elbow grease and just scrub away. Step 2, and it will also help out with getting some of the gunk off. Put your grill on to low heat, throw a little bit of water on, and you'll get some of the gunk off. In this step, you really want to concentrate on getting all the rust off. I found that using this grill block really helps get really deep down into the rust. I'm not going to lie, in this part, you have to use a lot of scrubbing to get some of the rust off. And man, was my arm tired. I really wanted to give up, but I was such in the deep trenches of it, I could not. At this point, I was really kicking myself in the butt for not taking care of it. There were some really stubborn rusty spots, and when it comes to restoring your Blackstone, this has to be by far the hardest part is scrubbing this part off. After wiping it down, I still wasn't happy of how it was coming out. So I hooked up this wire cup brush to my drill and just started going away at it. I still had to put some muscle into it, but it made things so much easier. If you have a lot of rust on your Blackstone, I would highly recommend using this drill brush. Don't forget about your burners. This is the most important part. This is where the flame comes up. So make sure that you're scrubbing around, getting the rust all the way around off of it, and checking your burners to make sure that there's no clogged holes. Sometimes it gets clogged, so it's a good idea to check on it. I put the flat top back on, and I noticed that it could use just a little bit more of the scrubbing. Don't forget the sides. You're basically going to do anything that you see rust on. Anything that you see rust on, you're going to try to get out. And this leads into step 3. You're going to wipe it all down, making sure it's all dry and checking any problem spots. The 4th step and the final step is your seasoning. This is the most important part after all that hard work. You want to just get a nice season on your griddle. Blackstone has this really good griddle seasoning cast iron conditioner that works really, really good. People use all kinds of different things. As long as it has a high smoke point oil, you're going to be fine. So this part is easy, but you can mess it up if you don't do it right, and it could cause back to the rusting and the flaking off. So all you're going to do is put a thin coat of oil onto your grill. You're going to put it everywhere on the sides, on the top, on the back, everywhere that you want that to heat up and to get black, you want to cover it. But don't cover it too much. You just want to have a thin layer, because what you're going to do is you're going to let it smoke up. Now, this is where some people go wrong. People think that you need a whole heavy coat of oil onto the griddle, but you really don't. You just need a thin layer of it to go on, but you have to make sure that you cover every single part of it. If you feel like you grab too much, just spread it all around. Just make sure you get it all the way around. That's the key point. After you get it all covered up, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to turn it on to, at first, low heat. So always start off on low heat, and then you're going to raise it up as it starts to get warmer and warmer. You never want to start with high heat, go full blast. That could ruin it. So once it starts to warm up, then you just crank up the heat. Side note, when you're cooking, this rule applies also. You never want to turn it on full blast and just go from there. You always want to warm it up first. So once it's warmed up, you want to slowly bring it on to high heat. When you start to see the white smoke, you know you're doing good, because the first time I did this, I thought I was like freaking out because I thought I was doing wrong. But the white smoke means that you're doing it correctly. The process of the white smoke coming up usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes to come up. Then you're just going to let it smoke off. Once the white smoke is completely clear, then you're going to turn it down a little, reapply, and start the whole process over again. It usually takes about 5 to 6 coats to do, and this is on my 6th coat. Now, just the seasoning alone could take just about an hour to completely finish from start to finish. And this is what it looks like after 6 coats in. This is completely done, ready to be cooked on. Man, this looks so beautiful. Although there is some rust still on the back end of it in the corners, but over some time, giving some cooks, it will completely go out. It'll get black. But if you can't wait and you just want to get those stubborn little ones in the corner, just take a blowtorch to it and you're good. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.